The Holy Grail roulette system. This is number 23 on my 25 roulette strategies to play in 2025. The full list is down below in the description box. The first one, well, the 25th one of this series went completely bust. The 24th strategy did lose money. The Holy Grail, I'm hoping will make some money finally. I'll put it to the test with our $1,000 bankroll. No, wrong button. $1,000 bankroll. We're going to play this for 30 spins. Very small sample size, but this is my style of play. Like 30 spins should last about 20 minutes. That's basically how long I like to play for. Now, this is an easy one to play with, and it's even easier. The casino that I'm playing at, we can see our stats. If you'd like to play at the same casino that I'm playing at, I can't say what it is because YouTube will give me a slap on the wrist, or even worse, delete my channel. So come join the Discord, and there's extra benefits for everybody in the community. Let's get onto the table. Right, the way that I like to play this is we're going to do $5 on 2 dozens, okay? Now, the reason why I've picked last and middle dozen is because the most recent dozens is last and middle dozen. Mathematically speaking, there is absolutely no difference as to what dozen you choose. I'm just going with this follow the winner because it just makes the decisions for me easy. Okay, just got the stats there. On a winner, we are going to repeat the bet. On a loser, we're going to add units, sort of like a D'Alembert system, but not. So basically, on a loser, these will go to 10-10. Then on a loser, they'll go to 15-15. Another loser, 20-20. Your bets go back down to 5-5 when you reach a $50 milestone. You can push the boat out and go to a $100 milestone, but your bets are going to be pretty big. So we just want to get to a $50 milestone and reduce our bets back down to 5-5. If things go like this, super easy. I will just collect $5 profit. Now, the maths behind this, true probability wise, are dead easy. If we're playing this, so if we've got 2 of the 3 dozens covered, after 30 spins, we should expect to win 20, lose 10. We should win 2, lose 1, roughly speaking. There's a 0 in there, so you might argue that you should win 19, lose 11, maybe. But we're just going to keep going with this. $5 profit, $5 profit. But obviously, if you hit a losing streak, so it's not as aggressive as. I'm trying to think of some of the aggressive. Like, it's obviously not as aggressive as the tripling gale when you've got 2 to 3 dozens covered and then you triple up. No, do you triple up? What do you do with a tripling gale? Yeah, you triple up and then win and reset, don't you? Or the double up dozens, even like you double up, win 2 in a row, reset. In terms of your progressions, it's not that aggressive. But, and I can tell you from experience, you can. This can get away from you if you can't hit your $50 milestone. So if you're on like 40-40, they're $80 bets, and you can't get to that $50 milestone, your bets just will forever get bigger and bigger. Because there's the only way that you reduce your bets is when you hit that $50 milestone. So you'll start climbing a ladder, $10, $10-10, $15-15, $20-20, $25-25, and they just get out of hand. So you want to be hitting that $50 milestone as soon as possible and then resetting. Dead easy when it does this. 5 wins, no losses. Just repeat the bet. Show you the stats here. 5 wins, 0 losses. So far. That first, whoa, there we go. Is that the first dozen there? Yeah, so we've had 12 first dozens. I've only been on the table for 5 spins, but we'll take this. What I'll do on a loser, add another 5 to each. So it'll be 10-10, and then move it over to that first dozen and then whatever the other most recent dozen is. You don't have to do that. There we go, the first dozen, right. So The most recent dozens are the first and last. So we're going to stick on the first and last. We're going to add 5 to both of these. Now we have a $20 bet. This is what happened to our stats. So we were $25 up, and now we're only $15 up. But our profit, if we win, is going to go up much faster. So previously we were winning $5 a spin. Now we'll win $10 a spin if we win. But obviously we're going to lose 20 a spin. We were due a loss. You can't go every spin winning. Good job we moved it over to the first dozen. And remember, we're not decreasing these bets now, so we can just repeat the bet. One thing I would suggest to you is if you get into a situation where your milestone is only like $45 or even $40, but your bets are like 50-50, if you've got a $100 bet on the table and you are $10 away from your milestone, reduce the bet. Go back to 5-5, go back to a $10 bet and play it safe. Don't be on $100 bets. Sorry, don't be on 50-50, which is a $100 bet, when you're super close to your milestone. We're going to repeat the bet here. So this is an interesting situation that might occur. If we win this, this will go to $45 profit. We are not going to be at that $50 milestone. We're going to be $5 short. I will stay at 10-10, $20 bets, just because they're relatively small. If I was much higher, if I was on 40-40 or 45-45 and I was $5 away, I would 100% reset. Didn't happen anyway, we've just lost. So what we're going to do now is repeat the bet, move this, and add 5 and 5. The reason for the move, like I said, doesn't make a difference probability-wise, but middle dozen, first dozen. So I'm on middle dozen, first dozen. Just going up a unit. Loss, we go to 15. This loses, we go to 20-20. We want to get to that $50 milestone, we go back down to 5-5. Lost again. 2 back-to-back losers. Not a disaster with this strategy, but you can see we're in the negative now. So we repeat, go 5, 5, and I'm going to move these over middle and last. So we were plain sailing here, and then we just went loser, loser, and we're in the negative. But our bets are 20-20, so we're going to win $20 profit each time we win, if we win. We're a third of the way there. We've had 10 spins. That's a winner. We're not reducing the bets. We're not reducing until we get to our target. And the same, I can see from the numbers, the same outcome is going to happen. So it's going to be a $20 win each time we win. If I just go to these stats, if we win $20 the next spin, this profit will be 25. Win $20 again, the profit will be 45. I am on $40 bets. Probably, I don't know. What should I do? Should I reset or should I just go again? You could half them if you wanted to. Rather than full reset, you could say, right, I don't want to fully reset, but I don't want to stay at these big bets. I tell you what, I go to 10-10. And then if I hit my $50 milestone, I reset. So be flexible with this sort of stuff, guys. Don't be like, right, I'm not at my $50 target. I'm going to have to continue with a $100 bet. That's just a silly way to do it. Play it however your risk tolerance is. Because obviously, if I reduce a $40 bet down to a $10 bet and it wins, I'll be a little bit annoyed. I'll be like, well, I could have won a bit more money. But think of the safety mode. Right, we can't get there. We've lost. We need to go middle and first. And we need to add $5 to each of these. So now, my bets are 50 each. but I'm going to win $25 profit each time. Need to get to that $50 milestone. So looking at these stats, you got 9 and 4, which means we've been on the lucky side. It should be 8 wins, 4 losses. But all those wins came at those $5 bets, didn't they? Let's just repeat this bet. So it's another $50 bet. Yeah, so those wins, when they were a total bet of $10, 5-5, are great. Our bankroll, you can see here, starts growing. But then when you start losing the increased ones, you get into a bit of trouble. You don't mind if you lose the first 2 or 3 when your bets are small, as long as you win the next 5 or 6, you're laughing. Could really do just getting this $50 profit and resetting. So we are at the highest that we've been. We're at $35. If we win this next one, we're going to be over that $50 milestone and we can reduce our bets, which is all I really want to do at the moment. We're exactly halfway there in terms of spins. 15 spins, $35 profit, but our bets are $50 each. Sorry, not $50 each, $25 each, total bet of $50. Hopefully we can win this and we reset. We did it. So we're actually at $60 profit now. So we're going to go back down to 5 and 5. Now, here's another way that you consider playing it. You can either go 50. Where's my hand? Here. I've changed the setup, so I don't know what hand to use. You can either go $50 from this profit, so the next target is a $110 profit, or just get to your milestone of $100 and then reset. I'm going to go $100 milestone and reset. $150 milestone, reset. For me, that's the best way to play it. That's a loser. We're going to repeat the bet. We're on middle and last, and we just add 5 and add 5. We lost our smallest bet. Not to worry. No big deal. So we've had 17 spins and we're $50 in profit. We are slightly on the lucky side. So remember, this win number should be twice as much as that loss number, mathematically speaking. We're not reducing our bet. Sticking at 10-10 for a total bet of $20. And our profit will grow. So if you go on a losing streak and then go on a winning streak, this works out fantastic. But if you just can't get back to resetting, trust me, I don't think you can see the video anymore because I had to take it down. You can lose a lot of money fast. So for me, this is all about the reset. When do you decide to reset? Because if you just never reset, your bets can only get bigger and bigger. Okay. Repeat the bet. This is our 20th spin. I like the fact that we've got these stats in front of us. That's why I've changed the layout. I mean, you're probably used to that big full screen, but I think I want to get back into more educational style videos. And with these stats and wins and losses and bankroll management, I think these stats are really helpful. So I hope you like this style. A lot of casinos don't offer these like live stats. The one that I'm playing at obviously does. Come join the Discord, find out the one that I'm playing at, and got additional bonuses. We've got the $3,000 leaderboard for the community, so make sure you get involved with that. And then obviously check out the website that's going to have all of these 25 strategies, the the outcomes. Now we're only doing zero's not good. We're only doing very small sample sizes, but we're going to play them a couple of ways. We're going to play them the basic way, the very safe way, and then we're going to play them the aggressive way. Just going to repeat this and get 5 and 5 on. And then I'll also rate them. I know like CEG dealers do those fruits. Like, is a grapefruit good? I don't even like grapefruit, so not sure why that's the best one. I'm just going to do a standard out of 10. And I do it on risk, speed, and ease. Ease, this is as easy as it gets. It's going to be like an 8 out of 10, maybe a 9 out of 10. That's a winner. Just going to repeat this bet. Yeah. Ease, I give it a 9 out of 10. Speed, I mean, I'm expecting to probably make about $100 in 20 minutes. So that's not super epically fast, but it's not super epically slow either. So probably like a 6 out of 10. And risk, oh, that's a hard one. They all come with risk, but because we're only adding units rather than doubling, martingaling, tripling, it's not that. It depends what starting bet. Let me get this bet on. I'll explain how the risk changes after a couple of factors. So depending on your starting bet, 5-5, pretty safe. Depending on when you reset your profit target. So if you're going for $100 and then reset, that is risky. If you're going for $50 and then resetting, that's reasonably safe. And I don't like to use the word safe on a roulette table because nothing's really safe. Everything has risk. But that way is reasonably safe. Or the safest. $50 profit target over $100 is obviously safer. Guys, we just made another $105. Just trying to get to those stats. I'm just going to do 5 and 5, back where we were. And we are on 24 spins so far. So we've got another 6 spins, and then we're going to call it a day. We have been on the lucky side. So again, remember, this should be twice as much as this number. It's actually 3 times as much as this number. So we've won more than we should have. There's a loser for us. Quite like that the losers come when we're on base bet 5-5. Like, that's a great time to hit a loser. So we're going 10, 10. Let's go back to those numbers. First dozen, middle dozen. So here's one. If this loses, then we'll be at the full probability, won't we? That'll be... No, we won't. No, we won't. We need to lose another 2. Forget what I was saying. I don't want to lose another 2. I have. I've lost another 1. Okay, we're going to repeat this. We're going to drag that over to the last dozen, and we're going to add our progression. 5 and 5. If the losers come early, it's okay. If we lose on 5-5, then we lose on 10-10. Even if we lose on 15-15, but then win the rest, we'll do okay. So let me summarise. Risk, playing it this way, 4 out of 10. Speed, 7 out of 10. Ease, 9 out of 10. Good, that's a winner. Repeat our bet. So don't be deceived by this. I know we're on $90, but our next profit target is not 100. Remember, we were already at 100. Our next profit target is 150. So just keep that in mind. You don't get back to that $100 profit and then reset. You like level up. You go $50 profit target. Then you go 100 profit target. So if you drop below, you have to get back to it and to the next one. On a bit of a bad streak at the end. We've only got 2 spins left, so we're going to repeat. add our $5, and we're on middle and last. Let's go back to the stats here. So we are basically at the probabilities that we should be. That should be 18. If that's 9, that should be about 18. We're 1 win higher than we should be. Again, small sample size. 2 spins left. Can we finish in profit? And we're just going to repeat this bet. It's going to be our last spin. Let's go here. So we're on $80 profit. If this wins, it'll finish $100 profit in 30 spins. If it loses, it'll be $40 profit in 30 spins. At least we've had a profitable one. Past 2 have not been profitable. Come on, be nice to us. I do quite like this Holy Grail. It potentially could have been higher up on the list. Yay, we finished nicely. So there we have it, guys. $100 profit in 30 spins. Didn't really get into any trouble. So maybe that risk is lower. I like this strategy. I have been burnt from it before, but it's number 23. We've got another, what have we got? Another 22 strategies to play. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go check out the website to see a breakdown of all of these strategies. There's a link below on like the probabilities of all of these 25 strategies to play in 2025. Thanks very much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.